Today on AlphaMail Mondays, we'll be talking about the UFC fight night that just occurred last night. And for the majority of the show, we're going to talk about the tragic death of Kobe Bryant. Welcome to Alpha Male Mondays once again. Here with our producer, Culture Rich. We got some audience members by the name of Toussaint and Kemet, and yours truly, Nafir None. Before I get into the topics today, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. And we want you to submit your comments and emails and requests to info@alphamailmondays.com. Now, to start things off, we're going to talk about the UFC fight night that just occurred. Now, the main fights that I'm going to talk about are the Angela Hill fight. I don't even know who she beat up, but this girl is a savage. Angela Hill, you got my props. Because I used to see you come in the ring, well, not in the ring, to the weigh-ins, like a superhero, wearing like a Goku thing, or like I seen it a couple of times and I was like, you're kind of cool. But those fights, I think you lost them. And I was like, I don't know if this girl is that serious. The last two fights, you murdered people out there, and much respect to you. Anybody that gets in the cage or the octagon, and yes, when I'm talking about sports generally, I'm talking about combat sports because that's kind of my thing. But anybody that gets in the ring, I have respect for. Now we're dealing with some people that have TKO'd people with elbows to the face, elbows to the head, elbows to the top, elbows to the bottom. You did a great job, Angela Hill. Mash up that lady and got the stoppage. But the main fight was done by Curtis Blades and Junior Dos Santos. Curtis Blades has the whole package. He can strike, he can wrestle, he can distance you out. He has everything. His cardio is off the chain, and I think he's going to be a serious contender for the heavyweight belt very soon. Now, I believe he has lost to Francis Ngannou, and Francis Ngannou lost to Stipe. But I think if Curtis Blades fights Stipe, Stipe loses every time. 10 times out of 10, I think that Curtis Blades beats Stipe. But I would say about right now, sorry, Curtis, I know you're my guy and you responded to me. But Ngannou, I think you get touched a little bit too much right now. A little bit. Not in the last fight, but you get touched. And you know when Ngannou touches a guy's head, it's just over. Lights out. It's similar to when Wilder touches a guy in his head. Over. Lights out. And we will be talking about the Wilder and Fury fight closer to the time of that fight happening. Probably the weekend before and the weekend after. Now, to get to the meat of what Alpha Male Mondays is about today, Kobe Bryant has passed. He was in a helicopter crash earlier on today, and I don't really follow basketball, and I don't really follow any stars that are in basketball, but I do know who Kobe Bryant is. I think everybody on planet Earth knows who Kobe Bryant is. He's a legend. I have seen him play. He's one of the top scorers of the NBA, if I'm correct. Am I correct, guys? Top scorer? One of the top scorers? He was third? Fourth now?
Yeah, LeBron James passed him.
Last night I heard.
Saturday night,
I heard something about last night. Right?
Then he dies the next morning, yeah.
Okay, well, I'm not really here to get into any of the conspiracies. I know that his daughter was with him. The daughter that I heard was an amazing athlete, and he was training her and her basketball team. And he had a bunch of charitable organizations, a bunch of foundations, and a bunch of teams he was helping to coach. And my heart goes out to his family because I know this is a tragic death. He lost two at the same time. There was 9 people on board, apparently. So my condolences to every single one of your families. This is a tragic event, and I'm really bad at the death stuff, to be honest. I'm really bad at it. That's something that they call me the end in the rap circles. I'm from a rap circle called Brass Tacks, And the end would indicate that I'm very familiar with the finality of things, But when it comes to death, I don't know how to deal with that well. Now, so there's a lot of talk and chatter, as you would expect. This guy's one of the biggest stars on planet Earth, okay? So there's a lot of chatter everywhere. And a lot of conspiracy theories are popping up saying that because LeBron just passed him last night and he had a cryptic tweet yesterday, and I don't know enough, and that's not my field of expertise. Basketball and stuff, that's not where I resonate that heavily. What I do know is there's a few things that happened, okay? There was a cartoon that if people are talking about predicted the death of Kobe Bryant. Now in this cartoon, it's a very short clip. Kobe Bryant did not die in that cartoon. There was a helicopter crash, yes, okay? However, Kobe went everywhere in a helicopter. I heard this from my dad, and I don't follow basketball, follow people in basketball's careers that much, but when I called my dad and said, Dad, you hear what happened? He said, yeah, boy, but he does travel in helicopter everywhere, so... And I said, oh, really? Okay, so for somebody to make a projection that he's some kind of malfunction is going to happen on his helicopter, like, to me, it's not that far-fetched. So I'm not really going to go there and say, yeah, LeBron James tampered with his helicopter, because I'm not going to go there, man. It's not necessary. His daughter, I believe her name is Gianna?
Yeah.
So Gianna has passed as well. This is no time to be talking about conspiracy theories, okay? People were talking shit on internet, social media sites, 30 minutes after this dude passed. 30 minutes after this guy passed, people are talking shit. Like, I understand that you don't like Kobe Bryant, you didn't like his vibes, whatever that means, okay? However, for you to be talking about this online at a time when his wife, his other children, his siblings, his parents, his aunties and uncles are grieving, what's wrong with you guys? Like as T.K. Kirkland would say, who raised you? This is inappropriate. And when online, when in front of everybody else, you're on display for the world. You're going to sit down and say he was a coon, he was a so-and-so. What gives you, does it make you feel any better? Do you get some followers? Is it a clickbait? Like, what's the purpose of demeaning and degrading another brother who is famous and was one of the most gifted at the things he does? This guy is one of the elite on the planet at a thing that he does. So what we have to do at a time like this is recognize that there's so many people out there watching us that we do not disrespect him, his family, and ourselves by talking this nonsense online about he was a this or a that in a negative manner. Okay? Now, speaking about stuff that happened in a negative manner, there was a lady. What was her name? Allison Morris. This lady here, she's doing a newscast, okay? And the whole world is watching. The whole world. Kobe Bryant has fame in and amongst the likes of Michael Jackson, Prince. You see, in Canada now, since the Raptors won the championship last year, everybody in Canada is following basketball. So you see, there's a lot of nerds out there who want to talk their shit and want to go online and post facts and factoids and stats to show that I've been part of this thing for a long time. So guess what? All of those guys who weren't into basketball last year know about Kobe Bryant this year. Kobe Bryant is huge, okay? So this lady, while talking about Kobe Bryant's death, says the Los Angeles niggers. Los Angeles Lakers. Now, she's talking about Kobe Bryant in a good light, that he was destined to be for this position, and he was such a charismatic individual. That's the vibe you're getting before she says he played for the Los Angeles niggers. Okay, Allison Morris, at least you're smart. Because when you were reading that shit on the teleprompter, you saw it and paused. You paused. You said Los Angeles, and then you looked at your producer, and he went like, because he got the thing in his feet already, like, shut up, buddy. She asked to read the line. And you said the Los Angeles niggers, the Los Angeles Lakers. And now, you've come out with a statement, not even like an hour later, you've come out with a statement on Twitter, which I was like, let me see what this lady has to say. And the Twitter statement basically came off like this. This is paraphrased. She said, why would you guys even think that I have this word in my vocabulary? I just stuttered on the camera because I guess I was nervous and mixed up Knicks with Lakers, so it became Nakers. Your PR team is frickin' swift, okay? Yeah, I said frickin' because I'm not trying to get taken off. YouTube, I see ya, and I know you see me too. Okay? Now, so you really expect us to believe that when you said niggers, it was nakers? Good one. Because I know that the general public, there's a portion, there's a certain demographic that is going to play dumb and say, well, yeah, you know. But what is this really? This is something that I've been calling Project Mockingbird for many years. You can see records of this on many different channels if you want to check. But I call it Project Mockingbird. Okay? Now, I didn't know there was an actual operation called Operation Mockingbird, which was doing the same thing that I was talking about. But I found that out about 2 years ago because Facebook has a pretty far reach, and then when I was, talking to somebody, they said, you know what, that's an actual operation, blah, blah, blah. So, Project Mockingbird, in my opinion, is when the higher-ups throw some little jabs and laugh. They laugh at the general public, and they laugh at the response, because they already know what's going to be. So, since they knew that this lady is going to get a whole heap of flack thrown at her after saying this, they already had a response because they were the ones who put that on the teleprompter. The girl was reading the teleprompter and then saw the thing and was like, looked at her producer and was like, and then I didn't even see it, eh? But if you watch her, if there's any footage of her, you'll see her divert her eyes for a second, and I guarantee you it's to the producer, where the producer's like, I don't want to get fired either. And now you have to say nigger, the Los Angeles niggers on TV. But after all of the cast in the room couch endeavors that you've had to deal with, they just, you were ready for it. They told you, Allison, we know you've been piping hard, okay? And everything's good. However, if you want to get to the next level, look, your hair is all white now. You want to get to the next level, you just got to do this one thing. And don't worry, we got you covered. So, she said the thing, the blowback came, the excuse came right after, and now even if she gets fired, I guarantee you that she's going to be playing in the bigger leagues than just being an anchor lady on television. Okay? Now, the thing is, we have to understand the game that's being played. Okay? This is chess. It's chess all day. Either play or be played. Now, you're online, talking all this crap about how Kobe's a coon, Kobe's wife wasn't white or wasn't black, and how now I'm hearing even his daughter isn't black. This is some nonsense, guys. Now, I would go further. I would say about 50%, but I'd say about 90% of you that are talking this garbage about how his daughter isn't black have not taken no biology courses past grade 10 or 11. That's what I would say, okay? As me. Yeah, I know the belief systems and all that kind of stuff. However, you see, when we're dealing with this society and the culture of global white supremacy, where black people are on the bottom rung, okay? We're at the floor. There's all the other races are perceived as above us. We have to have some type of solidarity. We have to show that and exercise solidarity. There's a theme that I've been looking at. It came from, I don't know where it came from. I was just meditating today, I guess, or not really sitting meditating, but I was just thinking. And it became isolation versus insulation. Okay? Now, I think that it would be better to be insulated than to be isolated. There's a saying that goes, no man is an island. And I believe that. Okay? No man is an island. Even though I do a lot of stuff with superior shea butter by myself, okay? No man is an island. I have to have people that are around me that are better than me at the things that I need to deal with in order to make my business and my lifestyle thrive, okay? Now, if we're out here dissing black people in public spaces, that now is counterproductive. It's counterproductive, okay, to what we need to be dealing with. There's no other race out there, especially after one of their top entertainers. And yes, I know Kobe's an athlete, but he's an entertainer, okay? One of their top entertainer dies, and you think that people are out there talking crap about how he was a traitor and how he was a this and a that? That is unheard of, okay? So we as a people need to just cut that crap out, okay? It's not any type of a classy way to address somebody whose families are in despair right now, okay? So guys out there who have the urge to say, well, Kobe's wife was not black, so just keep it to yourself right now. You know what they used to talk about too soon? It's way too soon. It's way too soon, okay? We need to be insulating ourselves and not isolating ourselves with this nonsense talk. Because regardless of the belief system that you hold, regardless of that, okay, you can still get to the destination. All of us are guessing. All of us are guessing. So for you to sit down there and condemn Kobe because you said that he had some affair with some lady, come on. So I'm not here to condemn Kobe Bryant. I'm here to celebrate his life and to mourn in any way that I can do that is relevant to me. I posted something in social media recently, and it seems to resonate with a lot of people. What I posted basically said, if Christianity has made you become a better person, then I am not going to try to steer you off of your path, because everybody grows at their own pace. Okay? Now, that's the truth. With age comes maturity. When I was a younger guy, I used to be in the British grime scene. I'm hearing people calling people pagans now. You guys are late, man. Not saying you guys can't rap. You guys, I think you're skilled, okay? But I was calling people pope and pagan from '96, okay? Everybody was a pope and everybody was a pagan. And I lost a lot of good connections. Like, the connections are still there, but they're not as strong as they could have been because I had condemned individuals at a young age. I was pretty young. But I'd come into some knowledge early, and that knowledge made me aware that there's a lot of deception on the planet. And if you don't want to learn the truth, then you must be a pope or you must be a pagan. Which is not true. Which is not true. Everybody grows at their own pace. So what happens today may bring you enlightenment tomorrow. So you see, the thing is that for us to condemn a person, it is not our place to do so. Now, judgment, I judge things every day. If I wasn't judging, I wouldn't be able to do this and spill some water on myself at the same time I'm doing it. Okay? But if I wasn't judging, I wouldn't even know that the water spilled. Okay? Because realistically, we're judging all the time. We have to judge things. I have to judge the distance between the floor and the chair, and we're judging. But you see, I'm not going to condemn, because you can come to that realization tomorrow. So this means if I deal with you and you're a Christian, and I find that you're a good person, and you've actually made it an explicit conversation where you've told me, I think that I'm a better person because of Christianity, Islam, Buddhism, shamanism. I'm not going to say Hinduism, because Hinduism is based on Varna, which is the caste system, which is based on white supremacy. So unfortunately, but Sikhism, Punjabism, if it's called Punjabism, Satanism, okay? If it's making you be a better person, then I'm not the guy to take you off your path. Fine, I'll give you guys some type of a caveat. Hinduism too. If it's making you a better person, I'm not going to be the guy to take you off your path, because that's not the thing that I'm here to do, and I don't think it's my place to do so. Do what you're doing and keep striving for greatness. Peace, power, positive vibes. We're coming back to you again. We had a short break for my commercials. Superior style with a smile. Now we have with us here today the beautiful Aneesa Badshaw. Now, she is an actress, model, influencer, and social media personality. And how did you get into this kind of line of work?
I started off from photography, and then I got into modeling. And from modeling, I got into the whole acting world. And then I built my following. And then I decided that I'm going to start doing music as well.
Oh, so you're a musician as well?
Yes.
Okay. You have any songs that we could check out?
Yes, actually. I have a few songs that's out, but this year I'm going to be releasing an EP or album. Mm-hmm. Probably going to release that maybe in a couple months or so.
And what's the name on the album? What's the name that you go by?
That's a good question.
What's the name that you go by on the album?
Aneesa Badshaw.
Aneesa Badshaw.
Yeah.
And Aneesa Badshaw is your real name?
Yes, it's my real name.
So, how did you kind of get into the whole? Because I know that to be a social media personality, you have a very large following. Like I have like 1,500 people on my following, maybe 1,600. How many people do you have on your following?
105,000.
105,000. Okay, so how did that come about? It's just, I know you're a beautiful lady, and people like to watch beautiful ladies, but how did you get that large of a following?
I really try to build my social media. Like I try to post every day. Post at a certain time. Engage with my followers.
So you post every day?
Yep.
Like every day?
Almost every day. Sometimes I slack, but most of the times my goal is to post every day.
And you also interact with your following.
Yes.
So when they leave a comment, I guess you
sometimes I'll respond, yeah.
Really?
Yes.
So a bunch of guys are going to be shooting shots now, I guess, right? Let me respond. Okay.
It's good to build your engagement.
Now, for me, I've never really been that big on the social media thing, even though I have a company. And I try to post periodically. I just kind of post when I feel I have something that's relevant to post. If I make a new product or if I have a promotion.
Yeah.
So that's not the way to go. I need to be posting every day.
Every day. At least try to build some type of content. Engage. Build your traffic.
Every day.
Every day.
So now how do you get into the music?
I actually had collaborated with a dancehall producer in Jamaica. And we decided to do a song. And I was like, okay, let's see what happens.
You have a dancehall video?
Yeah, I have a dancehall video.
And so are you dancing in the video?
Oh, a little bit, yeah. But honestly, when I did this song, I did not think it was going to go anywhere.
I'm sure it went pretty far.
It did go pretty far. It was all over the radio station, Jamaica,
Really?
strip clubs, all poppin' parties. It was playing.
What's the name of the song?
That was my first song. It's called Wine Up. It's
I
pretty-
heard that song. I heard that song. And you're
Yeah.
dressed in like you're wearing like glow
Yeah.
glow in the dark paint.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
did
you
the
want
whole
to check out that
evening
video.
thing.
Aneesa Badshaw, Wine Up?
Yes.
Yeah, you want to check that video out. So what else could we find you on? Where else can we find you?
I'm also on let's see, like Twitter, Snapchat, Tumblr. Honestly, I'm just trying to expand on more like platforms.
And I heard you have a
But-
podcast too.
Yes.
What's the name of your podcast?
We actually called it Everything Chris.
Everything Chris. Everything Chris on AlphaMail Mondays. You see it right here. First
Yeah.
time, first come, first. Now, as we were saying, social media is some type of a platform that people are vying for attention for. That's the main thing. And Sam Vaknin was saying that that's the major reason that so many people are getting depressed. Because they're competing with themselves. You got 50 likes in this photo. Okay, sorry. You got 500 likes in this photo. And then now you only got 498 in the other one. And you're like, what did I do wrong? Competing with
Some
yourself,
people take
right?
social media way too serious. They almost take it too personal.
And that's an issue.
Yeah.
Okay. And so the thing that we were going to get into next, I'm thinking, is that this Barbie culture or this plastic surgery, these enhancement cultures, okay, because people are doing that for attention as well. On Instagram, you can add a filter. I seen a filter that made this turn into this.
Yeah.
Okay, so but that's for free. People are paying thousands and thousands of
Yeah.
dollars to get lipo, to get breast implants. Now there's bum implants. There's all kinds of stuff. Now, what's your take on that?
Honestly, I feel like social media has a lot to do with like people doing plastic surgery, in my opinion. Because like everyone's like looking at social media and you know everybody wants to be it. Everybody wants to be famous and everybody wants that nice body.
So now you don't think that they can get that nice body without plastic surgery?
I mean, you could, but not everybody wants to work for it.
Now you see, when I was younger, I remember when breast implants came out, and it was like the soggy gym sock with a soccer ball at the bottom of it, something like that. What? You guys know what I'm talking about? And stop it. I'm not the bad guy here. Okay, I'm just being real. Okay.
Yeah.
So these days, I've noticed that the jobs are being done very efficiently. Like they look almost real, but it looks almost too perfect.
Yeah.
With the boobs, they haven't figured out the bums yet. They haven't figured out the
They
bums
figure out
yet.
bums on certain people.
No, those people had gifts already there.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
But they
on
haven't
certain
figured
people,
out the
but
bums
some
yet.
people that get it done, it looks way too obvious.
Like
It doesn't look proper.
they might have got the chest done right, maybe
Yeah.
the belly done right, but the bum's not ready yet.
Yeah,
And the
I
face, you guys are still fucked. Like your face, like
Oh my
my
God.
God. Like with lip injection, permanent duck lips. And listen, the face
Yeah.
just, as Bill Burr says, there's no shirt for your face.
Oh my God.
So don't worry about doing your face. Okay? I've seen the breasts, and some of the
Yeah.
breasts look really good, but I have not seen
Man,
any
some people
bums.
just overdo it, and the thing is, I feel like once you get into plastic surgery,
You're addicted.
you're addicted. You just want to keep on doing it.
Like
I know
tattoos,
some-
maybe?
Like tattoos,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, so now with the Barbie culture, right? We're talking about the women doing things to impress men or to impress women. But what about the men? What are men doing now to peacock as well? I've noticed that men are getting like weaves and stuff, and I'm a ballhead. I'm a ballhead, and I'm a ballhead, and I'm a ballhead. But like, I've seen some like weaves that are like, you get a pseudo fade or some kind of fade, but it's not your. It's an extent.
Man.
What's it called?
You know what? Men out here also be catfishing.
Boy,
Everybody be catfishing,
talk
man.
about it.
You can look like you got a nice fade, but it could all just be weave.
Wow.
See now, how often have you encountered that?
Honestly, I see it all over like the internet, but
So
in
do I.
person,
So do I.
who knows? You can't even
Who
tell.
knows?
Who
Who
knows?
knows?
You can't really tell.
And you see the thing that's different with the men doing it is that when they put like waves in their hair or whatnot, or they have like a nice fade, it's not like they have like what do they call it, a bowl cut. You know how how they have the straight hair bowl cuts that the
Yeah.
Asians used to wear. You're not seeing no black dudes out there with that cut. So it's like you won't be able to tell because there's no straight
you can't
hair, long
tell.
straight hair
Yeah,
flowing.
you
There's
can't
no
tell.
Brad Pitt. But you see, with the women out here, I used to think for a long time that certain weaves were real. I didn't know till I was probably about like my sister has
Yeah.
kind of long hair and whatnot, and it's natural, and my daughters have long hair and it's natural. But like for a long time, I thought that a lot of these girls that were
That was
wearing
their
weave and
Yeah.
extensions, I thought that was their hair for real. So I was in my 20s, like I thought it
Yeah.
was their hair for real, but it's not. What is it like? It's like a
It's
dating.
like the same thing like Tinder.
It's called like Facebook dating or
Yes.
something.
like you go on Facebook, like the app.
Yeah,
And there's a dating
I've never been on the
section.
Facebook app.
Oh.
I just use Facebook on my computer in the
Oh,
lab here. I don't
okay.
have it on my phone. There's no way that I'm putting.
I've never
you
done it
guys
on
the
my
phone.
computer, but I know on your phone for sure you can definitely go to
Really?
the dating section. Yeah.
And then swipe,
Yeah.
swipe like
Yep.
Tinder.
yeah.
I heard Tinder, like see with Tinder. I don't want a Tinder surprise. I don't want no
Surprise.
Tinder surprises.
That's
Okay,
really funny.
catfish is a serious
I was
thing.
just gonna say that. Have you ever been catfish?
No, I've never been catfished.
How about you? You ever been catfish?
Yeah, kind of.
Okay, sorry. How many times have you been catfished? Is a more appropriate
No,
question. I
okay.
think.
You know what? Just like once.
Really?
Yeah, they looked like fine as hell online, and then I saw them in person. I'm like, you're not so fine in person.
Kind of fine.
Nah.
Oh.
They were alright, but it's okay.
Oh, was it okay?
Oh my god.
Obviously not.
Yeah, no.
So honestly, that I don't go hunting online. That's not something that I
Yeah.
really.
But a lot of people meet online and get married.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Get
but
married.
you see
Yeah,
online,
it's true.
you can. For me, I don't really. I think the online thing is a little bit sketchy. That's what I think. I think it's the sketch pad. It's beyond sketchy. It's the
What
sketch
part of
pad.
it is really sketchy?
You see, when you're dealing with an individual face to face,
Okay, that's true.
like
Okay.
I can put my foot in my mouth rapidly. You see, online, I can rely on delete, backspace,
True.
Google pickup lines, watch a YouTube
Google
pickup artist.
pickup lines. Y'all hear this?
I don't know if they're the Google pickup lines, but I know if you Google pickup lines, you'll get pickup lines, okay?
Yeah.
And so you don't have to really be you. You can be some kind of creation that you made. So basically, we got into the relationship talk a bit. I know I make people feel uncomfortable, but it's just for kicks sometimes here and there. And I'm not really a pig-headed kind of misogynistic guy, but we do deal with alpha male philosophies on Alpha Male Monday. So subscribe, superscribe. And we have Aneesa Badshaw. She has an online presence as well. What's your Instagram and what's your where can we find you?
You can find me at Aneesa Badshaw. My website is also www.aneesabadshaw and on all the platforms.
Aneesa Badshaw.
Yeah.
Now is Badshaw your real last name?
Yes. It is
And
my
she
last
Badshaw.
name. Hey.
All right. So peace, power, and positive vibes coming to you directly from the Superior Studios. This is Fear None. We got Culture Rich, some audience members. Say what's up to Saint.
What's up?
Say what's up, Kemet.
What's up?
And we got Aneesa Badshaw in the
Cheers.
house, along with yours truly. You'll see us again here next week. Peace, power, positive vibes.